In this episode, we're going to take a look at parallel, intersecting, and perpendicular lines. Anytime that we have two lines that cross over each other, we call that crossover an intersection, and we call these intersecting lines. Intersecting lines could look a variety of different ways. Here's two lines that cross in a very different way than the first pair. And here's a segment and a ray that cross. Think to yourself, why would these two lines be intersecting? We know that the arrows on the end of these lines mean they would continue on forever, and in this case, if we did continue these two lines on, eventually they would cross or intersect. So we would still describe these as intersecting lines, even though we can't see the intersection yet. If we have two lines that do not intersect, and if we continue them on, never would intersect, think about train tracks, we call those kinds of lines parallel lines, which means never intersecting. There's one more type of intersecting lines we want to look at, and that is a pair of intersecting lines that intersect in a very special way. If those intersections come in a way that form a square or a right angle, there's a special names for these type of intersecting lines. We call those intersecting lines perpendicular lines. What do you think the best choice for these pictures are? Describe them as intersecting, parallel, or perpendicular in your mind. Here we have two lines that if we continue them on would never intersect, so these would be parallel lines. These two lines have an intersection, although it's not at a right angle, so we just call these intersecting lines. Again, two intersecting lines. These ones are a little bit deceptive. These lines are intersecting, but if you take a close look, the way they intersect forms a square or a right angle. These would be perpendicular lines. Intersecting lines, again, even though we can't see the intersection, we know if we continue them on, they would eventually intersect. Look around you right now and see if you can find in the room that you're in any parallel, intersecting, or perpendicular lines.